Welcome to Verbal Pick Radio, where we give you a verbal image of life, and we are everyday people. I'd like to welcome you all to the show. Look, as promised, this whole week is dedicated to this coronavirus, 5G, COVID-19, and all in between. And I have a special guest, but we've talked to him before, and I'd like to bring him back so we can keep sharing this information, especially in these trying times. So, Brother Marcus Muhd, welcome to the show.
Thank you, brother. How you doing?
Oh, man, pretty good, bro. Before we get started, I just want to read something, and we're going to go into it. This is British Prime Minister Boris Johnson is said to have decided to pull out of the 5G contract with Chinese firm Huawei, Huawei, It has been reported that the British Prime Minister came to the decision after he was furious about a recent shipment of test kits bound for the UK were found to be contaminated with the coronavirus. Now, okay, so you have that, right?
Yes, sir.
They sent in test kits that they're saying contains the coronavirus that was contaminated with coronavirus, right?
Yeah.
Then on top of that, okay, as of today in Georgia and other states, we're going to open up the economy. So now barbershops and beauty salons and nail salons and tattoo parlors, are opening back up. Then on top of that, quote unquote, and we'll delve into that a little deeper, President Trump stating to use disinfectant as a fight to cure the coronavirus. But is all this saying that, hey, go out there and reduce the population, get out there and kill yourselves?
No, sir, bro. I can't agree with a lot of what the media is saying about that situation.
Okay.
I watched the whole thing, and I can't go along with the media is stating on that matter.
Okay, because I didn't see I just read the headline, and I seen Lysol, I seen Clorox, I seen people saying that President Trump stated that to use disinfectants to rid your body of the COVID-19.
Yeah, so that's how dangerous the media is. Mm-hmm. And their biased attitudes, instead of just reporting what's going on in the world, they have an agenda and is biased at the moment against this Donald Trump.
Okay.
But he never said anything about you should shoot yourself up with Clorox or Lysol or whatever disinfectant brand that you can think of. That's not what he said at all, man. He was talking medically, but he don't have the medical language.
Okay.
To say it like a physician, like a virus researcher would say it. So he was using his own words, and you don't have that many words. You don't use them in words. So he just said disinfectant. He meant clean out the system from the virus.
But did he give any methods or what could be used to clean out your system from the virus, or he just made a vague statement, clean out your system? Did he say, well, use vitamin C or green tea or anything in that nature?
No, he was just following up on what the doctor had just said.
Okay. Oh, gotcha.
And the doctor was talking about different ways, that different things that they're researching that may be able to clean out your system with the formulas that they're working on.
Okay.
And so he ran up there right after the doctor that time. He was still pretty much talking to the doctor, and he was asking the doctor, actually. He wasn't saying, hey, y'all need to go out there and just shoot yourself up with disinfectant. He was actually addressing the doctor and what the doctor had just said, but he just used the word disinfectant, to provide light to eradicate the virus.
Oh, okay. And they ran with it.
They ran with it.
Okay, and the reason why is I'm asking such questions is because of the confusion that's being put out by the White House. At one point, the president was talking about liberate these cities, but then he came back and was like, "Well, it's up to the governor." But you already got your base stirred up, and they out there protesting saying liberate. But then he come out and say, "Well, it might not be wise and take precautions or whatnot, to protect the people." But you got a lot of conspiracy theorists, and some that's not a conspiracy, as such as Zbigniew Brzezinski, and his famous quote that in earlier times it was easier to control a million than kill a million, but now it's easy to kill a million than control a million. A lot of people think all this is part of population control. I even heard some say this is not even the coronavirus, it's actually the 5G that's killing the people. And then even Pompeo was investigating whether the virus came out of a laboratory in Wuhan, China. Then they also had a manifesto where the Trump administration was going to use China as a political tool during the campaign to show how China was the one initiated it. I mean, is all that coincides with each other? Do you believe all that is true?
I don't know, brother. You stated a lot right there.
Yeah.
And some of it can be corroborated, and some of it has to be looked into. And so if we have a theory, if I have a theory, and it shouldn't be thrown out of court just because it's a conspiracy theory.
Right.
Because that's exactly what these researchers and these doctors and these whatever you call these doctors, professionals are doing. They're taking theories and they're experimenting with them in the laboratory, and they're asking citizens to come in and sign a waiver to try that theory out on them to see if it works or not. If we don't know if it works, we don't know if it works or not until we try it out on some humans. So they're dealing with theories, and people over here got their theories about what's going on, and everybody got a theory. And the only theory that's not being discussed is the conspiracy theory.
Right.
That may shoot straight to the root of it all. We might understand that maybe we shouldn't even be talking about a bunch of chemicals that we're going to inject into you to disinfect you. Maybe we should be talking about vitamin C and DNA.
Right.
In the first place.
Right. Yeah. Something is not passing the smell test here. Something is out of place. I can't really be honest with you. It's so much going on right now that's around this coronavirus, i.e. the 5G, all the way to the young lady who, I think her name was Win or Wong or whatever, Michelle Wong, who stated today about 1,500 cases of racism against Chinese citizens in America surrounded by this coronavirus. And some was saying that what's going on between Africa and China would spark World War III. And then you had in New York and other places where, see, black people, like we stated the other day, we've been beat up so much to where we come to everybody's aid. But this particular situation of what's going on in Africa, where they was discriminating against the Africans and kicking them out their hotels and kicking them out their apartment buildings, and and now Africa is retaliating. Some countries are burning down 5G towers, and I know that's a lot, but the theme, the spearhead, the name it's given is Covid19 or coronavirus, and from that, so many other things is a spinoff from that coronavirus. It just leads me to believe that is this a Is this all man-made, constructed? I mean, is there something behind all of this? Is this purposely done for population control? Some people feel that way.
It's man-made, bro. You can look up patents on all kind of coronaviruses. This particular coronavirus is a new one, and they call it Covid19. And so they don't understand everything about it, and it got out some kind of way, whether it was intentional or by accident. And so since it got out and it's out of control and they don't know how to catch it, the economy is collapsing behind it because you can't allow people to continue to in a normal way. And so since the people can't continue in a normal way, they're having apprehensions and anxieties, and they upset about it and resenting the whole matter. So they backfire. They firing back on the whole situation. But nobody really knows what's going on. Now, I just found out that the journalist that broke the whole story is surfaced. So maybe we'll get something out of him before, maybe we get something out of him. I ain't gonna,
right. Right, I know what you mean.
But,
right.
Yeah, and then this here in America is just the worst because America is the first to be judged, and it's happening. No matter what America tries to do, it won't work until America repents to the source of the whole thing, which is the slavery that they conducted to build this whole thing and become this super world power. They first tried to take care of it with the tests when they first found out about it. Come to find out the tests themselves were contaminated.
Right.
So you send out all these tests to try to figure out who has the virus and who doesn't. And the test itself is giving people the virus.
Right.
And, everybody in the whole world is starting to see just where America stands in the way of intellect and, technology. We got that, but can you do anything constructive with it? We haven't seen that yet. Because here is a situation that you can't handle better than other nations that you call third world nations and shithole nations, countries, and they making it.
Yeah.
But this country over here, the richest, most powerful country in the world with the biggest guns, is fumbling bad.
Yeah. Man, that's a fact. Over 50,000 so far have died from the this disease, dis-ease. And the thing about that is, people were rushing out to get the test, but actually was getting the virus. Lost 50,000 plus, and now you have those who are weary and saying, well, I might feel ill, but hell, I'm not running down to the doctor, especially blacks and Hispanics, because now the word is traveling. You'll do better staying at home trying to cure yourself, right? Because, a lot of people are weary about going down there because they don't going down to get tested because they don't want themselves to catch the virus, right? So my question is, how do you battle the unknown when your mindset and your core beliefs are enthralled in the system? The system, especially for minorities, the system, excuse my French, has been like a big titty to them for generations. And now you telling them, okay, look, man, this system is broken. You need to figure out a way to save yourself, just like slavery. Slavery is over with. Hey, we don't have nothing for you. You need to get out there and do the best you can again. And the people were saying, well, hell, all I know is the system. What advice would you have for them?
Well, I would like to humbly suggest that we've been sucking for a while, but I think we've been sucking on a plastic bottle of poisonous Similac. And what we need to realize is that there's a titty that the God want to put us on that's natural with that good milk that's going to nurture us and make our body strong. See, this what they coming up with is a artificial Band-Aid. They've eradicated no disease with a vaccine. Yeah. Everything that they come with a vaccine for, people still dying from it. And if they don't get sick from the vaccine itself, so that's all they have. They don't have any wisdom beyond that. The one we should be looking for and looking to is the one who made the body. I would think, if I got a Benz, I'm not going to go to somebody that fixes on Pintos to fix my Benz.
That's right.
I'm going to go to the Benz maker, and ask what's going on and see if he can help me out. We're going to lose a lot of people, man, because, like you say, we've been so attached to the system, we don't have any more common sense. And that's how they're going to get us. And they're going to get us by bickering, arguing, and conflicting with one another, which is what social media is gold for. It's perfect for that.
Yeah.
To keep everybody at odds and keep the confusion going. But God is not the author of confusion.
Correct.
Right. So if we lay off the confusion and the fighting and the bickering, we'll realize, just like Hagar ran for the hills looking for help, and then when she got tired enough and sat down and gave up the whole thing and placed her faith back in the one who put her here on earth, the water sprung right at her feet.
Okay.
So, no, ain't no doctor. I mean, I ain't gonna say we, but yeah, common people know just about as much as these doctors know about this damn coronavirus at this time. And the silly ones among us are begging them to hurry up and come up with a chemical. The wise of us are like, I drink enough orange juice, it's going to produce a hydrogen peroxide in my body. I give me a little sun and keep myself hydrated, do a little exercise and lay off all that bad eating. My body will detoxify itself.
Come on. Yeah. See, and that's what they don't want a lot of people to know. But
they don't want the conversation to go that way at all. Anytime anybody, even this president, say anything that got anything to do with common medicine, which is natural, healthy living and eating, they change the conversation and make a big fuss out of it, so people will go to social media, which is the only way to communicate right now, and argue about it. Make memes, get real silly, But hell, your body is his own detoxifier.
Facts. That's facts. That's exactly. I want to give you the greetings of Ramadan Mubarak.
Ramadan Kareem.
And this is a good time for those who are unfamiliar with Ramadan, but pretty much everybody know what Ramadan is. Practice Ramadan. It just might save your life right now during this pandemic.
Yes, sir.
Look it up and find all the tenets of Ramadan, and you might, trust me, you might want to follow that.
Right.
If fasting and in order to put your body in the rhythm or in the condition, so it can properly heal itself, because you're looking up on the hill to the White House for answers and solutions, and they bickering amongst themselves. But basically what they're telling you is, we don't have an answer for you right now. We don't have an answer for you. So what are you going to do? Are you going to fold and was like, our hope is lost? I don't have any guidance from the White House. What am I going to do? Or are you going to dig within, find the answers from within, and save yourself? I mean, that's where we at right now.
That's where we at.
Right.
And fasting, since you brought it up, fasting is prescribed in every religion. Every religion. You're a Jew, you're a Muslim, you're a Christian. Fasting is prescribed, and there's a reason for that, because if you constantly dumping your body with toxins, which is, of course, what we're getting out here from genetically modified organisms to fast food to bad food. You're getting that. You're getting coronavirus excuse me. You're clogging yourself up every day.
Right.
That's what coronavirus does. It clogs up your lungs. We're just talking about yourself intoxicating yourself with food. And then you're doing it 3 times a day. You never give your body a chance to burn it off or to process it to the organs where it needs nutrients and vitamins and things like that. You constantly dumping more. As soon as you get a little tickle in your belly, you got to dump some more.
Right.
That's your stomach working, processing the vitamins out of what you ate. Right. It's not you hungry. A hunger pain is not really a hunger pain. It's just you got a craving. You're a long ways from being hungry, be honest.
Right.
But we go and dump that other meal in there before that one meal is processed.
Right.
Then we dump another one in there because we got a craving. Next thing you know, we're obese.
Right, you bagged up.
Obesity is fat, and viruses attaches to fat. So when a man say wash your hands and things like that, well, viruses attach to grease, attach to germs. And what we're trying to do is clean ourselves out of all these germs. So if you're not washing your hands, you got bad hygiene, and you touch yourself from the nose or rub your eye or give your homeboy a handshake, you just passing that shit, man.
Come on.
And you mad at the man because he said you need to wash your hands. It ain't that your hands is dirty, but everybody got germs on them.
Right.
And that virus sticks to the germs the more you have them. So this is, it's just common sense, man. We don't believe in common sense no more.
Right. Yeah. You got to practice common sense to save yourself. That self-preservation, first law of nature, is like, we not zombies. We manifest destiny for ourselves. So we got to continue to have shows such as this to just spark that mindset, spark a little fire up under you, so you can move and save yourselves, man. And we as a people, we've been on the planet so long and seen so many things, but we it seems like we're under attack, dealing from all the fights we had to fight. I'm talking about the drugs, whether it was heroin, crack cocaine, AIDS, and whatnot. Now we up under this Covid-19, and they put black people and Hispanics really as the poster children for the disease by stating that we are the number one people who die from the coronavirus, and as the mayor in Atlanta, as she was stating, why would Georgia open up the hair and nail salons when in Atlanta most of them are owned by black people? You're gonna get in that's where the fear came out, was that is this a setup, and who would go out in the public like that and be up under someone getting their hair and nails done and putting your life in jeopardy? Why? Now, check this out, Brother Moore. You would think, and I would think, from the time that the salons was down or whatever, and this for the sisters, your natural was coming out, you couldn't get there, and the men, your man didn't kick you out of bed. We wasn't turning on you because you couldn't go get the weaves and getting the perm and whatnot. We enjoy that natural beauty, but you mean to tell me you will risk your well-being so you can go get some hair at the Asian store? Lord have mercy. Wow.
Our queens, they really do themselves a very big disservice with them weaves and the things that they go and get done from people who did a susu and came and opened up a damn shop over here in America, right on the corner on the block, just because they know we're going to come. Just like anything, you throw it up and you allow black people access to it, they're going to come for it. and we just at that state of mind. We've never been treated for slavery. So look at AIDS. AIDS started off as a white gay man disease, and now if you go look at the statistics from what I've been told, black women are the number one carriers of the AIDS virus. And so now you're going to tell me Birx and Fauci, two people who have been over the HIV/AIDS epidemic situation for the last 10, 20 years, are the ones that are over the COVID-19 process.
Wow.
And we're going to trust what they say over what God say. It don't cost nothing. Fast.
Wow.
Detoxify yourself with natural fruits, vegetables, and just living right, and staying away from the garbage.
Right.
Because these people don't have your best interests at heart.
Right.
They plan something for you, and there's a reason why they say black people are dying mostly from this COVID thing, because our lifestyle is like a virus, like a kid in a candy store. The virus is like a kid in a candy store. It's just going to run through and eat it up. So, yeah, watch these people, man. You trust in what they saying, but you're not using your common sense. And if somebody got on there and tried to tell you something right, if the media turn it the way they want to turn it, you're going to believe the media first.
Fact.
And don't want to hear nothing else.
Fact.
When Fauci not even supposed to be up there speaking, let alone advising policy moves as far as how we're going to take care of this coronavirus. It's not his job. It's not in his job description. It's not even his department for him to be speaking on what to do about this coronavirus. He is with a whole different department. The CDC is supposed to be the ones standing up there speaking. The guy with the beard, I forget his started with an R, Robert something.
Yeah, I know you're talking about. Right.
He's supposed to be the one that's advising policy. The whole time we listening to Fauci, and it has become a rock star.
Right.
Why? Well, how come so many black women got AIDS, and we supposed to listen to you about this COVID-19? Have you fixed the AIDS problem, you and Birx?
Right. Come on. Right.
If not, then why are we listening to you talk about COVID-19?
Right. When you got,
if you're not doing research on it, shut the fuck up and move around.
That's right. That's right.
Give us the information that you found. Make sure it's the truth, because we need to search and we need to back door and see what you did to come up with your conclusions. We're going to take your conclusions and make policy. We're not going to ask you what the hell to do. Because even if it was your job, you're not so good at it.
Right. From
black women being the number one carriers of HIV.
Right. Your track record is bad.
Situation. Yeah.
Right. Wow. Yeah. Profound, bro. That's right. That's right. But that's what you call analytical thinking, and that's the mindset and frame of mind you as a free citizen who deem themselves as Americans should have, because the country is made up of the people. The people need to voice their opinion, and now they call it the gullible public, or maybe the American people have been dumbed down a little bit, and some evidence shows that is true, because some people are reacting without sufficient knowledge, and they're not studying, they're not vetting the information, and they just running out there because of what the media says, without sitting back thinking, hey, wait, some don't add up with this. So whenever you hear Brother Marcus Muhd lay out these facts and informations, it's just simply so you all can do the same.
Yes, sir.
Think for yourself,
We just hit the tip of the iceberg on this show, because that's all we pretty much have time for. So this is for you to go back and look at it for yourself.
That's right. That's right. Build. I mean, because this is serious. It's not a game. this is the real deal. Meaning, whether you believe that this is an act of nature, and whether you believe that man put it out, the fact is it's out and it's killing, and you know it gets bad when somebody knows somebody that's been affected by it, when it start hitting close to home. Now, on the last note before we get out of here, look, they're saying that there might be a re-emergence in the fall. Look, that means you got time to start getting things in order. Because but some did state that if you're trying to get things in order now during the pandemic, you're too late. But no, there might be a re-emergence in the fall, so start building, and let's killing each other, man. Since this coronavirus and this social distancing, man, a lot of people running out, man, doing a lot of crime. They killing each other. Folks panicking. They trying to eat. I'm just simply saying, take a step back for a moment, and plan and plot you out a good plan. Plot you out something that you can actually work to achieve, to make sure that you're safe just in case this thing has a reemergence in the fall. You got time to get it together, but if you're out there wilding out and you're fearful and you're panicking, you wasting valuable time in actually strategizing and putting together a survival plan for yourself and your family. Start today. You know what I mean? Start today, and check your cupboards and make sure you got your survival things in play and whatnot. Because trust me, I hope we prove to you all, you're looking up there on the hill, nobody's coming down for you. They're not coming. So it's on you. Hell, hey, and spend your stimulus wisely. I know it's only not gonna go far between now and July when the second one's supposed to roll out, but hey, man, just take care of yourselves.
Yes, sir.
That's
Absolutely.
Right. And Brother Moore, as always, man, I appreciate your insight and information, but most of all, I appreciate you taking your time out to give information to help. Just to help. If we can just reach one and wake them up to what's going on, then our job is done.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
sir. I appreciate you having me on, brother. Anytime.
For sure. Verbal Prick Radio with A-Tone Production. Blade the Remix. Check it out on YouTube. We out.